Alright, hello everyone. This is Dr. Ruiz and we are on Finale. So this is the second tutorial, and what I want you to do is to create a new session, document with Setup Wizard, and you could choose engraved or handwritten style, that's okay. So just go to next, and you're going to need a chordal instrument, a bass instrument, at least 2 percussion, and 2 melodic instruments as well. So that is up to you. I'm going to choose, just for my own taste, I'm going to choose the electric piano, and I'm going to press add. Then I'm going to select pluck strings, and then I'll go to electric bass, then drums, and I'll go to drum set. Then I'll check percussion out and I'll see what to do. So I'll do the tambourine, add, and then 2 melodic instruments. So I'll go to woodwinds, and since I play flute, I'll do flute, and then brass. I want that trumpet in B flat. Alright, so I'll click next, and then make a title for your composition. For now, I'll just say a song in 6/8. Alright, you can put subtitle if you want. You can put your name as the composer. So I'm just going to put name there. And copyright. What is the name of your business? Alright, I mean, you can call it whatever you want. MRC Records. How about that? The MRC Lab Records. Alright, so I'm going to now click this, and then I'll go to the time signature, and I'll select 6/8, then click minor. Alright, and then we want to do this piece in a minor key this time around, so select your minor key. I'm going to choose G minor. The text here is to describe the piece. So is it going to be groovy, is it melancholic, is it majestic, that sort of thing. So for now I'll just put groovy. I'm going to stick with tempo 120, but you're more than welcome to do another tempo. And you're going to create a minimum of 16 measures of a composition. Now, for this video tutorial, I'm only going to do 8 measures just as an example. So your assignment is going to be 16 measures, alright? And you're going to be working towards developing your own original piece. So there will be more rules and regulations and different tips on how to navigate through Finale as time goes on in the upcoming weeks. Alright, so then you finish. There we go. So this is my piece. One way that we can easily zoom is by pressing Command plus. There you go. So if I do the full screen, there you go. Now, in case you don't see all of these different palettes, is what they call it. Let's say it's, looks like this. It's completely empty. There's maybe not even a playback. It's just that simple. All you have to do is go to Window, and then if you have your mixer, you'll have your mixer right there, and you have literally each track labeled: flute, trumpet in B flat, tambourine, drum set, electric bass, and then your 2 channels for piano. And then you have your panning up here that you can rearrange and fix, and then you can, of course, adjust and mix. And you can even solo certain instruments, and that concept that you learned with digital audio workstations. Alright? So if you need to use anything else, just click it. So this is the main tool palette right here. And what we're going to learn today how to do is hyperscribe. Say it with me. Hyperscribe. Alright, hyperscribe is a really cool technique. It's this icon right here, because essentially it will notate whatever you play, similar to GarageBand and Finale, but of course, GarageBand or Logic, but Finale is much more sophisticated. So you click hyperscribe, and you just begin to play. So what I'm going to do is improvise, maybe a set of 3 different chords, and I'm going to click this measure right here, but it's going to give me 1 measure count in before I record. So here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And once we are done, that's it. So let me see if I can add anything else here. Alright, just in case. These are your rests if you want to add any rests manually. Smart shape tools, special tools, and playback tools. Okay, so I'll just put them over here for now. Okay, and this is the playback tool. So, let me see. Now we know what quantization is. It's time correction. And right now I already have a setting to quantize, but in case you don't and your notes start to look a little disjuncted, what you want to do is you want to go to, let's see, right here, MIDI audio. And if you, by the way, if you cannot hear your audio, feel free to click play finale through MIDI. Alright, and having said that, you want to go to quantization settings. Because depending on what you're playing, if you're playing 16th notes or triplet notes, or if you want to eliminate any possibility of tuplets, or you want to have mixed rhythms, then you need to click this. And then right now I have it to the nearest 8th note. If I do to the nearest 16th note, it'll capture that human error and incorporate that. So I'm going to do the this short piece as 8th notes only, but you can also go to more settings and you can get a little bit more specific, so feel free to experiment. Now, how do we actually make a quantization work is once we press OK, then we click this measure tool and we will select the whole measure, then go back to MIDI audio, and then we would simply click retranscribe. And since it's already set to where I want it, it didn't change anything. But normally that's what would happen. So now we would go to the electric bass, back to hyperscribe, and improvise a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Click stop. So let's see, it actually moved everything almost like to the 4th beat, the entire line. So let's try this again. How about that? Let me see. I'll just click, and then we'll try it again. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. Alright. So, if ever you see a yellow note, what it's saying is that that note is out of the register. And truthfully it's not, because I'm treating this as a 5-string bass. Anyways, so now we'll click drums, and the drums are exactly in the same place where GarageBand is, where you have your kick here and your snare, and then your hi-hats and that sort of thing. So if you need more drums, feel free to add. Alright, you can also record on top just by hyperscribing in that particular area as well, or you can first do your foundation and then add notes to the drums. Alright, but here we go. Let's see, I'm going to click right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Now, just so you know, this clef is right here is non-definitive pitch. So that's what that clef is. Alright, now let's add a little percussion part. Maybe just like a simple groove, simple pattern. So I'll use the tambourine and I'll do the hyperscribe. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. cowbell, but that's okay. We all want more cowbell in the music. Alright? So you can literally write things out and work things out on your keyboard. You even go to GarageBand and just fool around. But when you're ready to record, you click Hyperscribe and then you actually record your part. So I'm going to improvise a simple flute line in G minor. So I'm going to think about what notes are we using. And so I'm going to use G harmonic minor. Alright, so that's going to be G, A, B flat, C, D, E flat, F sharp, G. So it's like a natural minor scale with a raised seventh. So I'm going to click the flute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. And now what you're going to do with your composition is create a counter melody. So here's the trumpet right here. 1, 2, 3, ready, set, go. Alright. Now, I will point out, the trumpet is in the key of B flat, so whatever key you did, you have to put it a whole step above in order for it to sound like the concert key. And I just realized that for a moment, so I noticed that I played a B flat instead of a B natural. So, how do we fix that? Well, it's simple. We have the natural sign right here. You just click it, and voila, everything's handy dandy. Alright, now you notice that you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 measures here, and then you have 9 measures over here. Okay, how do we actually adjust this? Well, it's pretty simple. We just want to go to utilities and you click fit measure. Alright, so right here it says lock layout with how many measures per system. Alright, so let's do 4. How about that? And then there you go. So now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You see, and then you have the last measure there. So it's every 4 measures it's going to go to a new system. This whole thing is viewed as a system. And of course you're going to want to incorporate the requirements for all these compositions, which is creating shape and textures and expressions. So make sure that you incorporate the dynamics, and that's just simply double clicking, and then you'll be able to do that based on your sections. And then also incorporate the Smart Shape tool, and this is where you double click and hold. You have to hold. You double click and the second click you hold, and that's when you can actually make the adjustment. Okay, and of course when you go here to your shapes, you're able to do the other one as well. So you click and you hold. Alright, if you just click once, nothing's gonna happen. If you click twice and then move, nothing's gonna happen. You have to hold the second click down. Alright, and of course you want to incorporate your articulations as well, any trills that you may want to consider and that sort of thing, but make sure that you are incorporating your dynamics, your expressions, so like the dynamic markings and the shapes, the crescendos and decrescendos, any articulations, and yeah, have fun. Once you do that, then you want to extract your parts. It's important because what you are essentially cultivating is the score. And after you do the score, you go to extract parts right here, and then you can literally select what parts you want. So you can check all or check none or whichever ones. And you can call them whatever name you want. Okay? So you click OK, and you wait. Alright? And literally what you have is each individual part right here. Hold on. Let me see if I can escape out of the full screen for a moment. What you see here is you got the flute part, you have the trumpet part, you have the tambourine part. You have each part that you are going to give to each musician. So this is an opportunity for you to make any adjustments to this page. Sometimes the dynamics and the articulations may look just slightly off, in which you're going to actually polish up and make sure that things look right. All right? And then once you're done with that, that's it. You go to print. You can select PDF, and you can save the PDF, and then there you go. Voila. You have each part saved in the PDF, including the score. My name is Dr. Rees, and I hope you enjoy your second assignment, which is a composition that is 16 measures long in 6/8 minor key with a chordal instrument, bass instrument, 2 percussion instruments, and 2 melodic instruments that are complementing each other, making sure that you include all of the musical components that we discussed. And I hope you take advantage of hyperscribe, quantization, parts extraction. Have a blessed production session.